Hallo, hallo, hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge von Genshin Impact. Und zwar, wir haben ein bisschen weiter gespielt und ich sag mal so, wir haben hier aufgehört, ich habe ein bisschen weiter gespielt, das sieht man in den anderen Videos jetzt nicht. Aber ich sag mal so, es ist wirklich momentan ein bisschen kacke gelaufen, weil hier ist ein Bug, ich verlinke euch das noch. Und zwar, MiHoYo schreibt, oder spricht, in der Story heißt, ja, hier ist der Treffpunkt von 8 bis 10 Uhr. Ihr müsst 8:32 Uhr einstellen. Ich weiß nicht warum, aber irgendwie ist das ganz komisch. Naja, ich tu mal abspiele und viel Spaß dabei.
Oh, good morning! What's with everyone's clothes? So, how do we look? We changed into summer clothes. Although we didn't come here to have fun, we don't want to miss out on a beautiful summer day by the sea. This doesn't look weird, does it? Such light and summery clothing definitely doesn't suit me. Pardon me.
So, ich bin da. Was steht da?
Really? Thank you, traveler. It's surprising that Master Jean would specially pack summer clothes. Oh, no. My big sister would never pack these herself. Lisa and I picked them out for her. Learning out big sister and not even realizing it? Barbara's drunk on summer already. There's quite a story behind these summer clothes. I thought Lisa's pouch was to be used for an emergency. I didn't expect it to contain a set of summer clothing. All these accessories, too. Definitely Lisa's handiwork. Everyone in the Knights of Favonius is always trying to have me take leave. I suppose I do push myself too much. Everyone, come over here. That's Klee's voice. I saw something weird. Huh? What's going on? What do you mean by something weird? Look at the ocean. See? There's something weird floating on the water. That narrow device. It seems to be a buoy. But we didn't see anything when we arrived here yesterday. Dodo King must have put them there. Strange devices that just appear overnight? Something doesn't add up. Well, since he hasn't revealed himself to us, does that mean he's changed his mind? Or maybe these buoys are a clue and he's waiting for me to find him. So could that be why these buoys have suddenly appeared? Right. We won't solve anything by guessing on shore. Is it okay to go out there, though? Perhaps. But we must investigate the buoys regardless. It's hard to say what will be waiting for us at sea. Just in case, prepare yourselves for combat. Once you are ready, please assemble here, and we'll head over on the boat together. Not at all. This is just my duty. Now then, I'll entrust the preparation efforts to all of you.
Okay.
I need to bring Jumpy Dumpties, Dodoko, and myself.
Okay.
Dodo King must have placed those things in the ocean. He's a bad guy. But I will bravely face him and do my best for Dodoko. Miss Honorary Knight, thank you for helping me. What could those buoys possibly mean? These islands are isolated from the outside world, like a secret domain crafted by nature itself. We were guided here by the letter, and with the assistance of Venti and Devalin. Everything seems a bit too serendipitous. I'm a little concerned. But I'm here to protect you all, so please don't worry. Come what may, I will face it head on.
Okay, machen wir mal mit denen alle ein Selfie. Hoppala. gespeichert.
Is there anything I can do? Oh, I just want to say that the ocean here is beautiful. Sea and sun. Oh, a summer dream come true. I really want to have a seaside performance. It would be amazing. I just know it.
Have you finished your preparations?
Yep.
Great. Then let's head to the boat.
So. Okay, dann gehen wir mal zum... Warte mal. Gehen wir mal dahin. So. Das Boot wiederholen. Mal gucken, ob wir das heute schaffen. Oh, das geht nicht gut. Ach, muss das jetzt sein? Ach, ey. Klappe. Muss das sein? Also, irgendwie hat jeder was anderes zu tun heute. Aber ich mache jetzt mal das Handy komplett stumm. Ich hör mir die Sprachnachricht nachher an. So, stumm. Gut. Müssen wir irgendwie da hoch oder wollen wir die irgendwie vielleicht attackieren? Wollen wir das vielleicht machen? So, drehen, drehen.
It looks like something sunk
Oh,
down to
okay.
the seabed. Maybe it's the buoy's energy that released when it was destroyed. So they really were set up by Dodo King. Let's keep going. We got the second one. Will Dodo King
Noch
appear
eins.
after we break them all?
Meine Güte.
That's the last of them. Huh? Is the shaking getting stronger?
Hurry! Back to shore!
Ich wurde automatisch teleportiert. Ich habe nichts gedrückt. Okay.
The sound.
Oh, an earthquake! What's happening? It's a whole bunch of islands.
Okay.
What's going on here? This part of the ocean is way too mysterious. This whole stretch of land just rose out of the water. Dodo King, I'm gonna catch you. Looks like Klee's as energetic as ever.
Before the ground started shaking, I heard the sound of machinery. I believe there may be an immense mechanical structure under this region of the ocean. With the entire archipelago situated on a mechanical framework, it could be activated to raise each island from beneath the water.
Something like that would be nothing short of a miracle. Could it be the power of the Animo Archon Barbados? Probably not. Paimon feels like this is more likely a deliberate setup.
It's incredible no matter how you think of it. Using a letter to draw us here, and these challenges involving various mechanisms. The so-called Dodo King is no amateur.
Aww. There goes the holiday mood.
Well, either way, I will do my best to remain vigilant.
Wow. Master Jean's so cool when she's determined.
Thank you for your understanding.
I found him! It's Dodo King! He's over there on that island! Gotcha! You wanted Klee to come find you, so here Klee comes! Jumpy Dumpties, get ready! Let's go! Is that a platform in the middle of the ocean?
Something has appeared. Everyone, we can take a closer look, but please be on guard.
Okay. Okay, dann gehen wir mal zu dieser Insel. Okay. Ja, wo ist denn das Ding jetzt? Irgendwo unter mir, da. So, gehen wir mal darüber. Oh, falscher Knopf. Da, 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 da. So. Okay, das, also es ist wirklich, ich sag euch wirklich, so wie es ist. Bei diesem, also bei der Sache, das war so nervig, dass es nicht funktioniert hat. So. Erstmal alles freischalten. Ich will erstmal Checkpoint hier einsammeln. Hier ist auch ein Checkpoint. Zack. So. Ah, jetzt zeigt er die Muscheln an. Okay.
The grown-ups say you come from...
Okay, und jetzt hier noch irgendwo. Kommt, zeigt noch an. Da. Ganz da hinten in der Ecke. Ah, ich sag's euch, das ist ja wirklich. Also, wie soll ich da drauf kommen? Und es ist sowieso schwer, sich nicht spoilern zu lassen. Okay, ganz da hinten in der Ecke. Ah! Huch! Bin ich dahin geflogen? Hier müsste eins sein, ne? Da.
Mother says you're not one of us. Mother also says that you're home.
So, wenn ich durchtippe, aber ich sammle die einfach so auf. Jetzt habe ich schon 7.
Everyone, please be careful.
Huh? Is it just Paimon, or is that a really tall person? It resembles a human, but something's not quite right. Dodo King, I see you! You can, Arbitrate! Right, you can arbitrate Klee! What is this kid saying?
She obviously doesn't understand what that word means.
Hey, Dodo King! Why are you ignoring me? Is it because I took too long and made you angry? Then I'm sorry. Huh? And now she's apologizing. Oh, didn't see that coming. Hello, Dodo King? It looks like they're not interested in Klee at all.
It's some kind of humanoid machine. No response. It must be damaged.
Oh, do you recognize it?
No, I can only guess. It looks completely out of place on this island. Look at its clothes. Huh, it appears like it came from Inazuma.
Inazuma? But isn't that really far away?
It would appear so. This area of the sea is independent and does not border any country, so it certainly seems out of place here. But given Inazuma's current situation, how could something like this occur?
An abandoned machine? Weird. Did someone bring it here? Oh no, Dodo King isn't moving anymore.
Klee, maybe Dodo King is tired.
Right! The Dodo King is probably asleep. He was waiting so patiently for you, and then... nap time. Let's go with Klee to play elsewhere and come back once Dodo King wakes up. Really? Of course. No, I get it now. This isn't Dodo King. The real Dodo King is somewhere else.
Huh, is that right?
I won't give up. Dodo King, just wait. We'll find you.
Und dann rennt sie einfach weg, oder was? Dein Ernst?
And there she goes. Again. Oh, she's got a lot of spirit. Klee, wait for us.
Und alle rennen weg.
Honorary Knight, look here. Huh? What's this? Look at these stacked up stones and small flowers. It feels like a memorial for someone. Hey, you're embarrassing me. But the only other thing around here is that machine in Inazuman clothing. Oh, could the memorial be for the machine?
Perhaps it once performed some deed that merited a memorial. Everything we've seen here indicates that there was once a human presence in these waters. Still, there isn't enough for us to infer what kind of civilization it was. And up to now, we still have yet to see any people or gravestones.
Master Jean, can I go over there and have a look?
Yes, but be careful.
Okay.
Klee is too young to have a proper sense of danger. Traveler, the rest of us must stay alert to the situation. Honestly speaking, I thought that letter was only a prank at first.
That's what we thought. I suspected as much too, but who would send a prank letter to a child?
A letter that guides us to activate mechanisms on a deserted archipelago. It's bizarre. It makes me wonder whether this isn't some kind of trap long in the making. We must keep our guard up.
Miss Barbara? Klee, what's wrong? Do you think that Dodo King doesn't want to see Klee? Why would the Dodo King not want to see you, Klee? Dodoko loves me, and I love Dodoko, so Dodo King can never separate us. That's why Dodo King doesn't want to see us. Klee doesn't want him to separate us. Hey, Klee. Do you know what this is? It's a harpastum! I heard my Master Jean say that Klee always wanted to play harpastum, right? Yeah, Klee was just thinking about Ludi harpastum. I made this harpastum especially for you. Now, every day can be Ludi harpastum. Yay! So keep your chin up, Klee. After we meet Dodo King, we can all help you convince him to let you and Dodoko stay together. Okay. Yeah. Leave it to us, Klee. This Dodo jerk can't hide forever. Even if it takes 1,000 years and 1,000 searches. We'll get him. But until then, let's have a good look around the area.
Okay. Dodo-König. Dodo-König auf der Lauer, okay. Okay, ja. Ja. Das. Okay, Herausforderung. Okay. Ja. Müssen wir da hoch, ne? Aber wir gehen erstmal zurück. Wir wollen ja die Story weitermachen. Ah, jetzt muss man wieder das machen. Okay. Machen wir 6:32 Uhr. So. Guck! Das ist echt, verstehst du das, ey?
Honorary night. Honorary night. You're awake. Morning. Did you have a good rest?
Good morning, traveler.
Jean, your clothes. My big Master Jean said that this whole situation is more than we bargained for. Even if it feels like a vacation destination, our primary objective is to protect everyone. For safety, we changed back into our original clothes. I guess it does dampen the summery feel a little. Well, that certainly takes the fun out of things. Back to work already! Ladies and gentlemen, the Knights of Favonius Acting Grandmaster.
You're too kind. Actually, I think we could learn a lot more from your talents. That's why we can place so much trust in you.
We didn't want to wake you, but I noticed some white smoke coming from one of the other islands. I think it'd be best if we went and investigated it together. It must be Dodo King! Even Paimon's starting to believe that this Dodo King might actually show up.
I'm also keen to lay eyes on this so-called Dodo King. All of you, follow me. Let's investigate.
Okay. Was jetzt wieder? Details. Plupp. Okay. So, jetzt müssen wir darüber. Okay. Okay, dann gehen wir mal darüber. Wir haben was angepinkt, was wir verfolgen wollen. Ach so, das da. Nee, nicht mehr verfolgen. So. Wollen ja die Story weitermachen. Das Update, das gefällt mir jetzt schon, aber ob wir das jetzt schaffen noch? Puh. Wird lustig. Ruckel, ruckel. Aha, guck mal, wer der ist. Hey!
Look, there are two figures over there. Huh? It looks like...
Diluc und Kaya. Okay, ja.
What the heck are they doing here? It's Kaya and the weird grown-up.
Huh. I had no idea we'd run into you here. An unexpected pleasure.
What are you two doing here?
Huh? So it's not Dodo King?
Dodo King. Huh. So it was Dodo King that invited you to these islands. What a coincidence.
What do
Komisch.
you mean?
I'll get to that. But first, I want to enjoy some more of this island sunshine. Master Diluc might actually get a tan.
Wait, did you two sail here? How did you get past the storms and fog?
Storms and fog? We must have gotten lucky. When we arrived, there wasn't a patch of fog in sight. Now it feels like I'm on vacation. But as you know, a boat wouldn't have made it over. We had no choice but to use the same method of transport you did.
Huh? You mean Dvalin carried you here too?
You seem surprised. Dragon flights are a fairly conspicuous affair. Eye-catching, one could say.
Wait, so everyone found out that
It would seem that people noticed a dragon, but not necessarily the cargo. Still, word spread quickly that a dragon was in town.
Oh, thank goodness.
Who knew that everyone's favorite bard had the power to summon dragons? I guess Dvalin must be a die-hard fan of classical ballads.
Wow.
I assume you two traveled here together?
You assume. The acting Grand Master's jokes have improved of late. Do we seem like fitting travel companions to you? There were actually 2 others that arrived with us on the island. They wandered off for various reasons.
Various reasons?
Let's just say that big egos aren't conducive to team cohesion. An incisive observation. Nothing ever gets past the honorary knight.
So, who were the 2 others?
Albedo and Razor.
Huh? Albedo and Razor? Yay! Don't tell us you all came here for a vacation.
Wait, Kaya, if you're here, who is overseeing the Knights of Favonius?
The mighty librarian Lisa, of course. Not to worry. In some ways, she's stricter than either of us. Any evildoers in Mondstadt need to watch out for the next several days.
Thankfully, Lisa's there. Where did
Sind wir
Albedo
jetzt
and
mal
Razor
fertig?
go?
Also, what was that white smoke I just saw?
Ah yes, that. I should start with how we ended up here. We arrived by dragon, but as soon as we entered the island's vicinity, something caught Razor's eye. He jumped straight off of the dragon's back and vanished into the ocean. We worried that he'd be in danger, so we also leapt off the dragon and glided onto this island. But as you can see, this is but a deserted land. Based on previous experience, I decided that it would be best to wait for contact.
Okay.
While Diluc believed that Razor wouldn't return to find us. During our little dispute, Albedo quietly disappeared on us.
Hold on. How come he was able to walk off, but you 2 are stuck here?
Who knows? Perhaps we're fated to be doomed together. Right, Master Diluc?
Is that so?
Albedo is an alchemist, and skilled at his craft. If I could use those beautiful artificial flowers of his, it would be a simple affair to traverse these islands.
For some reason, I remember that our initial landing zone was the island over there with the higher mountains. Only at your insistence did we change course and land here.
Oh my, but your footsteps melted the water that I took such effort to freeze. Who made cryo and pyro so incompatible? If you had a geovision, I'd be long asleep on one of the other islands.
Oh, so what I saw earlier was just steam from vaporized water? Paimon still can't tell if you guys are really close or hate each other's guts.
Regardless, things seem to be livelier now, which is good.
Yes, it is a boon to have extra allies in an unknown situation. You two, please join our travels.
Sure.
But of course.
Our top priority is to find Albedo and Razor. Do you know which direction they went?
For now, it's impossible to locate Razor. As for Albedo, he went that way.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go look for him.
So Leute, und wir sehen uns natürlich im nächsten Part wieder. Macht's so gut, euer Sohn ist als Gaming. Ciao.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.